Give me 15 minutes and I'll make your app go viral. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alex. I'm the co-founder of Plutus Media. We've done over 12 million downloads for consumer apps so far. We've worked with some of the biggest names in the space. We've posted over 75,000 social media posts for clients. We focus on TikTok and Instagram with UGC content. We've worked with over 150 at this point consumer apps. So I think there's a pretty good reason right there for you to take some insight, take some value from this video. The whole point is to try to make distribution as tactical as possible so you can go ahead and apply these concepts yourself, whether you're a technical founder, member of a highly technical team, growth hacker, growth marketer, head of marketing, whatever it is. Hopefully you take some value out of this. So we're going to go over why your app needs to go viral and get organic distribution, what you need to make your app go viral, and then how to go viral every week, right? So I'll ramble a bit because that's my way of doing things. And once again, there's a lot right here on these 3 points that people just can't understand, especially in point number 1. There's so many hidden benefits of you just going full on with organic distribution, and we're going to go over all of them. So why going viral is a game changer. Organic use, and when I say go viral, by the way, is getting organic traffic consistently, right? You don't need to be pulling in 20 million views in every video you post, but if you're pulling in consistently 10K views, you're converting them well, you're using those videos onto paid ads, you'll just get so much more ROI than if you were just going for traditional marketing or influencer marketing. But you need to know how to do that, or you need to have enough volume in order to create that over the long term. That takes strategy as well. So organic users retain 2 times better than paid. UGC campaigns give a 4 to 13x ROI, just average. Organic installs cost 70 to 90% less than paid and compound over time. By the way, on this point, this obviously takes time, but the organic UGC campaigns have an insane ROI, especially if you're looking from the perspective of what you can do with those creatives, especially running ads, using them as benchmarks with the data you get for then all of your other marketing efforts, using the user feedback you get or viewer feedback you get from social media to improve the product. So it's just completely insane. It obviously depends on how you see ROI, but organic UGC campaigns are great. Identifies winning formats quickly that allow you to scale with paid. Viral videos increase search results on App Store. So usually with organic, people actually convert through organic search. No one clicks links in 2025, just so you know. If you're thinking about hyperlinks or discount codes in the fucking bio, just doesn't work, okay? It does not work. So if you're doing organic UGC, at least, people will try to see what the URL of your app is, or web app, what the name of your app is, and you just got to make it look organic. The CTA has to be almost like a favor, right? Oh, by the way, I just found this, the name of the app is X, whatever it is, right? So people will then go and search for it because it's almost like you're giving them advice or this undiscovered insight of what they need to be doing or something they don't know about, right? Then repurposed organic hits on Spark ads can cut CPIs by 40 to 50%. This one is absolutely bonkers. If you have a good paid media team, if you're good in paid marketing, like organic is an absolute game changer, okay? And then organic works across all consumer app categories. If you have an app, you target consumers, you can do TikTok. How do you craft a viral video? Simple. Hook. You have a 5-second rule. Videos with over 50% watch time at 5 seconds tend to go viral. So in the first 5 seconds, if people watch 2.5 seconds or more, you have a high chance of going viral. So just try as much as you can to retain them over those 5 seconds. And that's arguably the most important part of the video. That's why I lose so much time just talking about hooks. Like, that's what's wrong with most people's strategy, because to get a good hook, you need to understand your ICP, who you're targeting. You need to understand their pain points, why they would give a fuck about your product in the first place. And that's why we need to make sure that those 5 seconds are relevant. You're touching on some sort of pain point or desire that they have. That touches on targeting your ideal user profile. So struggles, pain points, demographics, storylines, and frameworks, basically, again, making sure that with the story that you're telling, you're increasing watch time, you're increasing the likelihood that people engage with the content, whether it is comment, like, share, wherever it is. You need to do that through the story, right? You make the story about the problem, about the goal. You don't make a story about the product, right? No one cares about the product, about features. People care about themselves first, and then about the story that you're telling, right? Why they would care is because, you can increase the stakes by talking about something they care about. And then a CTA. So how do you craft a viral hook? You have three types of hooks: text hooks, so text on screen; visual hooks, so something weird happening visually that people see; spoken hooks, things you say. So for example, your spoken hook might be, hey man, so after 5 years of trying to lose weight, trying all the diets, I finally found a way to lose 10 pounds in 3 months without stopping to eat chocolate. And your text hook would be, eating chocolate actually helped me lose weight. So you would give context on the text hook so people have a reason to listen to me saying the verbal hook over those 5 or 6 seconds, right? So you increase that watch time in the beginning. And this is just, again, free kind of thoughts here for you. I'm trying to deliver as much value as possible, but this is like the whole point of having these three work together. What are some of the hook guidelines that you want to use? Strong text hook on screen, engaging visual hook or spoken hook. Visual hook would be, for example, an example of a visual hook would be, get ready with me, right? Those videos, get ready with me while whatever, right? The visual is the before and after, right? People are watching the transformation in real time. That's a visual hook, right? Another visual hook would be, for example, me talking about something and in the background having something weird, right? That people naturally comment about. Now, one very important thing is you don't want to make the reason that people engage with your content not be about the story that you're telling, or at least somehow connected to the problem that you're pitching, or the product. If people are commenting on your video because of just some random aspect of the video, you might go viral, but you won't convert. That's a very important distinction. So content viewers have to keep watching. So you need to increase watch time in order to get a lot of impressions. And you do that with information gaps, with curiosity gaps, with open loops. The get ready with me is an open loop. You stay partially because you want to see the end result of whatever it is the person that's recording get ready with me is doing. And using viral sounds, okay? What you don't want to do, and this is just from my experience, okay? App name in the hook usually is just that, doesn't work. Generic phrases, so if you're trying to market to everyone, you're marketing to no one, right? That's the whole thing. It's like just saying some bullshit that's generic to try and appeal to everyone is actually going to work against you, okay? Boring hook, just something that, again, does not touch on any emotional or any problem that's going to relate, that the viewers are going to relate to, is what I would consider boring. And then single hook type, right? So just doing text on screen or just doing a visual hook. Typically, it's not good. It's better to have more than one. Okay, so increasing watch time and engagement. You want to exaggerate the story, exaggerate the problem, right? Why? Because you're going to increase the stakes. You're going to increase the stakes and you're going to make the viewer have a better reason to keep watching, okay? So you can address the pain points, right? And when I say pain points, it's just, okay, let's imagine you're talking about an app that helps you find discounts to travel, okay? Random. Let's say you're talking about that. And addressing the pain points wouldn't be something like, oh, are you sick of paying a lot when you travel? That's just fucking, yeah, man. It sounds like an ad, right? What you would do is like something like, POV, you went on vacation and came back broke, so now you got to work 2 years to go on vacation again. People would be like, oh shit, yeah, no, I get that, right? And then you go into a story where you pitch the product that will help you solve that problem that you pitched. So just an example. Involving urgency or excitement is usually good. Then making people, fucking laugh, cry, mad. But the one thing you don't want to do is make people bored, right? Just bored is not good. And even controversial is better than bored. You want to use concise messaging with clear, engaging visuals to maintain attention. So, not using filler words, not having, spaces or moments in time in that video where you're not saying anything. You want to just cut those out. And I'm talking, about you or even your creators, right? So you want to make sure they understand that whatever they're saying needs to be absolutely necessary for the story, or else that's a drop off point for viewers. People will stop watching at that point. When you start spitting out bullshit, it doesn't matter for anyone. Now, show them something cool, show them, not tell them, right? So this is where product demos come in really cool. And like when you show your phone, something's happening that's really cool in the app that you're pitching, or, showing your computer screen, you're showing them, you're not telling them. So if I had to describe what ChatGPT is to you, it probably wouldn't sound very cool. But if I showed you, like I just recorded something and showed you ChatGPT in action, it'd probably be much better. So that's the whole idea. Now, talk like you're chatting with a friend. So this is the FaceTime feels. Like when people are on TikTok, they don't want to feel like the content is over polished or that you're trying too hard, right? To be in their For You page. They want to feel like it's very organic, and so when you're actually recording the video, or your creators, you want to make sure they understand they should be talking as if they would with a friend in FaceTime, right? Just very organic, kind of unhinged, and then you just cut out the fillers. So if you focus on good storytelling, high quality visuals, and clear messaging, you will go viral. Full stop. This is it. And then the CTAs. So call to actions, all posts must have a CTA in the end. I've seen things work with CTAs in the middle and in the end, and only in the middle. Like marketing is not, science, direct science, but what you want to do for sure is you can't make it feel like a CTA for TikTok. At least you want to make sure that they feel that it's like this discovery, that it's like this favor that you're doing them, or that the creator's doing them by showing them what the app is, right? Because there's a story around it, right? So it's not only about the app. But if you say, yo, are you sick of X, Y, and Z? Then go get app. Fuck you. No one's going to listen to that. No one's going to convert. So CTAs that don't feel like an ad, don't feel pushy, but feel conversational, are the ones that we want to push. Okay. So the most viral content types for apps: talking heads, slideshows, faceless, so product demos, POVs, anything that involves, any video recording or clipping that you don't actually show your face in, and then long text stories. So these are cool with like, the 7 to 10 second kind of type of video with a lot of text, because people are going to watch over and over again. Those are cool. So these are the most viral content types. And then how to go viral every week. So you need to remove luck from the equation. The only way to remove luck is if you go with volume. Now, the only way volume works is if you have your direction set right, because you can do as much volume as you can in the wrong direction and just will never work. So first, defining your direction, so strategic direction first, then volume, and that negates luck completely. You don't need luck at that point. Then you need to iterate and optimize content as quickly as possible. You use the feedback loops from the platforms to improve your videos. I want to let you in on a little secret. TikTok, Instagram, all these platforms, their only goal is to fucking keep you in the app. So they already give you the tools you need to look back and understand where viewers dropped off of your video. They even have fucking SEO tools on TikTok now, creator search insights. You can go and see the most searched terms, what people are looking for. They want TikTok, Instagram, these platforms want to help you as much as possible in getting people to stay longer in the app. So use it as a feedback loop, learn from your videos, learn what's not working first, and then you'll eventually figure out what does work. That's how you find winning content formats, and then you use them at scale. But how? So usually, people come to us because we already have a trusted creator system, but you can create one as well, which is essentially just deploying creators, ambassadors that create organic content with sub accounts of your brand on TikTok, Instagram, Shorts. You have them post 1 to 3 times a day, and then you have them test at scale all the viral ideas, hooks, frameworks. Ideally, you want to be giving them stuff that's already proven at some point, whether it is by competitors, by people in different niches, but you want to give them ideas that are already proven at some level. And then you just scale, repeat, and repurpose viral content to push this kind of massive organic distribution. You can do this in a much better way, honestly, on all the platforms besides TikTok. TikTok is really the testing ground where you understand what works, what goes viral. You convert most of your users from there, but to capture as much top of funnel attention, in my opinion, the other platforms are great because you can push as much volume as you want and you don't run into the restrictions, at least today, than you do on TikTok. So keep that in mind. This is just an insight from my learnings from working with the clients we work with. So yeah, logic. Who goes viral first? A, an app that posts once a week from one account without doing any research, ideation, or scripts, just posting and praying. Or B, an app that has a creator army, literally posting 5 to 10 times a day using viral formulas and hooks from content that worked in the past. It's obvious. This is a rhetoric question. The thing is, people still don't do it. And the people who say they do it wrong. And it's just, they're lazy. So this is it. It's very possible, and it's simple, not easy, but it is very possible, especially because most of the market doesn't do it right. Does not do it right. So about us, Plutus, we've done over 1 billion views with our team with the exact hook strategies you're about to learn in this guide. So we're a content agency. We help consumer apps generate installs with short-form content on TikTok, IG, Snapchat Shorts, and from our viral hook framework, we've helped scale this, a dating app to #1 in the App Store with 4 million installs, 115 million views, TurboLearn with these results, AirLearn, What Colors, Vibe, and 145 plus more consumer apps. So these are some of the results we've gotten with our agency, and this is just, again, my attempt to make this as simple as possible for you. So we are going to leave a free ebook in the description for you to go and grab. It's completely free. We don't want anything from you. And if you're looking to work with our team, we also are going to leave the link down below. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. And we post these videos once a week to, again, deliver as much value as we can to people like yourself. So hopefully you get to apply some of the things you learned today, and comment if you have any questions, and our team will answer. I will answer and make sure to help as much as I can, as well as delivering more videos like this and content topics that you are interested in. So peace.